Mr. Silky Slim, the pimp, man, and we over here doing a real big with SPTV. You know what I'm talking about? It's pimping, man.
The pimpin' is back by popular demand. And Silky Slim, that nigga, yes I am. Can he restore the game the greats once ran? I'm Obama shit.
What's happening, man? I'm Mr. Silky Slim, the pimp. You know, Hollywood's greatest. You know, the music business latest. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, been getting it in, man. You know, I'm rapping now, so you niggas is in trouble. You ain't got to worry about your girlfriends no more, unless you bring them in the VIP. Yeah, I mean the current state of West Coast hip hop. I think we had a good start. You know, we had to kind of you know, we went away for a while from the big scene or whatever. But I feel like we got a good start, man. I feel like, you know, you got a lot of cats out here, man, that's really representing and doing their thing and putting in their work. You know, G Malone, shout out to him, Fab, Nipsey. You know, Mr. Fab. Well, I said Fab. You know, it's a lot of niggas out here, man, that's really putting in their work. You feel me? What do I bring to the table? It's that real shit, man. I'm fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm smooth. I'm silky. You feel what I'm talking about? You know, I'm not really coming from the, you know, you got a lot of people out here that's talking about a lot of the gang banging and you know, stuff like that, and all that's gravy, because if you from out this way, you know, you got ties to that one way or another. But, you know, I'm pimping, man, for real, so you're going to get a whole nother side of it, you know? I don't really want to talk about the hood. You know, I come from nothing, but I want to talk about Rodeo. I want to talk about Beverly Hills. I want to talk about all the money we've been getting, man, all the fly things. You know, we go to the beach, you know, with bitches, man, and enjoy life. You feel what I'm saying? So you're going to hear me talk about that. You're going to hear me talk about the nightlife. You're going to hear me talking about the sex industry, because it's very profitable. You know, we was on Oprah today, you know? It's the biggest business worldwide. Yeah. So, you know, man, that's what I bring to the table. You know, I mean, aside from that, man, I got some great production from VH the Great and from the Hugs fam. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, the music is incredible. You know, my flows is on point. You know, you niggas want to battle. I really ain't into battling, you know, but at the same time, you know, we can go record for record, man, and see who's spitting the hardest. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's pimping, man. Silky Slim, Palmdale, California. Don't get it fucked up. 14 Freeway. I know it's taboo, you feel me? But, I mean, shit, man, you look at NWA. You know, the things they was talking about was taboo when they first did it. And you know, it actually changed the direction of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, they were a groundbreaking group, and they was taboo. They was burning their CDs and breaking their CDs in front of Congress. So, I mean, I feel like people fear what they don't understand. So, of course, if you don't understand the game, if you don't understand what pimping is, and I'm not talking about what pimping is because your favorite rapper said it or because you've seen a fucking DVD with an idiot on there just trying to do things that he think is fly. I'm talking about, man, really the game. Because it's not a noun, it's not a person, place, or thing, it's a concept. So you got Fortune 500 companies that's pimping their ass off. You got politicians that's pimping their ass off. These record labels that have been trying to offer me a little bit of nothing is pimping their asses off. You feel what I'm saying? So if you understand the concept, then you know you're gonna understand that it's not what you think it is. I understand why people look at it a certain way, but it's three sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just telling mine. So it might be taboo for right now, but hopefully I'll be able to change some public opinion on the situation. You know, we're not out here in big furry suits and funny hats and, you know, talking, you know, being disrespectful. You know, we're not kidnapping motherfuckers. We're not doing none of that shit. You know, I'm like the owner of the strip club or the owner of your favorite escort service. You know, you go to Vegas, you see the girls working at the clubs and the go-go dancers, and, you know, all that shit ties into what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, just get a bar of it, pay attention, listen, check me out on YouTube, Google Mr. Silky Slim, and listen to what I'm saying, and maybe you'll have a better understanding about what's going on. But yeah, people fear what they don't understand, man. So until they understand it, they gonna fear me. Rah. Rah. You know, the monsters in the building. Exclusive studios. You know, man, if you need to get any work done, man, you know, hit us up. Exclusive studios. You know, get at me on MySpace, Mr. Silky Slim. You know, the studio is incredible. Like I said, man, we got about 4 or 5 producers around there, 2,700 square feet. You know, we're affordable. Get at me on MySpace, Mr. Silky Slim. Get at me on Twitter, Mr. Silky Slim. This is, like I said, just if you want to get a hold of me, I'm coining the word. I'm Googleable now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Googleable. I'm coining it. If I hear anybody else say they Googleable, just understand they got it from the pimping. So we do this. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just get a hold of me, man, however you can. Check out the videos. Check out Cash Me Out Volume 1. The Silky the Pimp mixtape is on the way. And Cash Me Out Volume 2 is already done. I'm just waiting to drop it. You know, I'm still giving them that full dose. You know, sometimes, man, when you put music out, you gotta let it set in for a little bit. So as soon as it sinks in, before you forget about me, I'm gonna hit you over the head with this game. Real talk. Hollywood Division, Palmdale, California, Mr. Silky Slim, the Pimp, Young Royalty. And if you niggas is throwing functions, it's not complete without the host of the coast, Tef Dollars, man. Go ahead and hit up Tef Dollars, Twitter / Tef Dollars. That's DOLLAZTEF. And make sure you're hosting your functions if you want them to crack.
The pimpin' is back, my popular demand is Silky Slim, that nigga. Yes, I am. Can he restore the game the greats once ran? I'm Obama shit, yes we can. First I gotta address a couple bullshit issues. When you're making progress, niggas wanna diss you. Now they wanna flip the script and call me a rapper.